I took part in the workshops and the coaching provided by Emily. All of them were really helpful. They taught me about those intonation, the sentence stress, and also the pronunciation of the keywords.
In my case, I read the overview first that you can find at the webpage, and also they have some tutoring that was very helpful for me because the tutor also know how the TOEP will be. Then I was completely prepared about timing, about what the expectation, what kind of people is going to be there. Then with this I decreased my anxiety, and then I was like comfortable with myself and with my presentation too.
Exam preparation it took time. It was not very easy, but the good thing is that I had good support from my language and culture coach Andrew here, and Andrew gave me the insights to sections, what sections they are, what are the examiners looking for, and gave me some hints. And we also did a practice of TOEP exam during one of our meetings. During our preparation, we covered some English speaking rules, pronunciation rules. That was also helpful.
So on Thursday, there are 2 students and 2 raters, and four of them will ask you questions anytime. Even if you're not ending this session or you have not gone through a Q&A session, but they will just raise their hand and ask anytime. But that's okay because I think their questions are not too hard. Like they won't. They will just ask simple questions and they really want to know the answer. And I think if you are familiar with your topic that you chose, then you can answer everything.
A student should. I was expecting more strict, more judging approach, but that was not what I experienced. I experienced more friendly attitude. I experienced that there are actually students sitting and listening to you, not judging what you are saying, but actually trying to listen and to understand what you are saying. And also it was very interesting to listen questions and understand that people go deep into the content of what you are saying, not just trying to find some errors or something, but really trying to understand what you say.
I think 2 pieces of advice. First, practice more and get well prepared. Secondly, try to take advantage of the resources provided by Emily, such as the workshops and those coaching sessions. They will be extremely helpful. They will help you tackle the most important aspects.
I would really recommend taking this language and culture coaching. I started later in the quarter. I had just 4 or 5 classes, but I would recommend doing it from the beginning of the quarter. It's a wonderful resource available for students free. So that's something I would recommend. And something else is practice.
Take the tutoring that the program offers. In my case, also I have like good friends, American friends. Then I practice with them. That was very nice because I feel comfortable that I pronounce the words in the best that I could, and they understand me. And in the case of the tutoring, my tutor was very hard with the pronunciation. That it was different than my friend, but at least both understand me. That's it's. I feel good.
You would probably want to do practice TOEP with a coach, either with a coach or with your classmate. But I think it's better with a coach because they are well trained for this test, so they can ask questions very precisely what you need to improve, and be sure that to practice it before you take it. Just talk to yourself. It's totally fine, and write down some bullet points on the notes that you're going to talk about. And yeah, I think I didn't take much time preparing for it, but just going through the stuff, that would be enough.
Frankly speaking, I was kind of nervous when I stepped into that room. But then I took a deep breath and found that the audience were really friendly. Then it did not feel like I was taking a test, but like I was talking to my friends.
Yeah, of course, I was very nervous, and at the time, like I mean, when I walked into a classroom and just begin. But after the time goes on, like if everything is good and on track, then I think you will relax a little bit. And the raters and students are all very friendly, so I don't think you need to worry about that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, before taking the exam, I was a little bit nervous because you're talking in a small room to 4 people that are recording you and grading you, so sure. But they were friendly, so those nerves went away quickly.
It was a wonderful experience, knowing new people, trying to show and once again to prove to myself and to other people that though English is my third language, it's not my first, my second. I can still speak. I can still make people understand what I want to deliver. That was interesting.
I think that taking the TOEP, it's a very nice experience. Because in my case, also now I'm preparing my quals, then I feel more confident that people can understand me. And also the feedback was very helpful, and also have like an overlapping with the tutoring that I have that was the same mistake that I had before. You are not going to be perfect in your test. You are going to have, you are not a native speaker, so never will be perfect. But at least you feel that you can develop an idea, you can express yourself. And it's not only superficial, you can talk in a deep sense.